今天10月3日，我在 Bloomberg 上面找到一篇文章，title 叫做 "Apple has what it needs to launch its own Google replacement"，就是在讲苹果跟谷歌的一些爱恨情仇吧。那现在苹果终于有了一个可以取代Google 搜索引擎的机会，那它已经拥有了它所有需要的资源，那它可能在之后就会去开始这个计划。我也不知道他要讲什么，因为还没有看过里面的内容。那我们就来看一下，我也会边念，然后边用中文去解释，然后作为我英文口说跟阅读理解的一个练习。Okay, Apple has the wherewithal to launch its own search engine replacement for Google, and Microsoft even approached the company about helping to make that happen. Also, Apple addresses iPhone 15 overheating as complaints mount. Meta launched the Quest 3, and Peloton teams up with Lululemon. 那这篇看起来是有很多新闻哦。那好像蛮多的，我可能切个2次吧，今天跟下一次，然后把它念完。那先来念一下前面2个都是跟 Apple 有关的新闻吧。那第一个就是刚刚讲的嘛，要做一个取代 Google 的搜索引擎。那看起来微软也进来进来玩了一把哦。然后第二个是说，苹果在iPhone 15这个发热的这个抱怨声，越来越多的情况下呢，它就是做了某一些方法，那不知道做了什么方法，等下来看一下。那再来就是下次2个是要念的，那我就下次再念吧。那先来念前面2个。Last week in Power On, first impressions of Apple's iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Ultra 2 watch. Paid subscribers heard about the biggest challenge facing Apple's chip efforts and what the next iPhone SE might look like. For years, Apple Inc. pondered building a search engine that could replace Google as the preferred option on its devices. Pondered，看一下是 ponder 是什么？沉思沉迷吗？沉浸在 building search engine，反正它就是要建立一个可以取代 Google 搜索引擎的搜索引擎啦，然后在他们家自己的这个装置可以拿去用，然后就可以少一笔付给 Google 的这个钱，这样子，还是反过来。这个详细情况不太清楚，我们继续吧。The argument search is one of the most used tools on smartphones, tablets, and computers, and Apple's modus operandi has long been to own the core technology is underlying its products. There are also billions of dollars at stake. Right now, Apple gets a cut of Google's search ad revenue, a commission that was brought in roughly $8 billion annually in recent years. But imagine if Google could keep more of that money. Modulus operandi. Oh, 糟糕了。Modus operandi. Modus operandi， 完蛋了，这篇新闻又在秀一些平常用不到的单字。我就边查边念吧。Modus operandi 这个叫做一贯的手法吧，惯用的手法。那它的惯用的手法就是让他家的这些核心技术啊，都牢牢握在他的手里。那现在这个搜索引擎这件事情其实是握在 Google 手里了。那很明显，苹果不想要再这样子了。那看一下哦，看起来这个应该是谷歌付钱给 Apple 哈。那最近的话，就是谷歌会付给，看起来啊，他这边讲的，之前是会每年付个80亿给 Apple 这样子。对，是反过来，因为 iPhone 跟其他装置的话变成一个平台，是可以帮 Google 去打广告的，所以是 Google 来付这笔钱，合理。那如果现在苹果有自己的搜索引擎的话，那他就可以把他的这个核心的技术握在手里，他或许就不用再从Google 那边拿80亿了，他说不定拥有核心技术可以获得收益，可以远超80亿。 下一段 If the company successfully deploy its own search engine, it could potentially create a very revenue stream about the size of Google Watch, assuming it can sell advertising and search slot at the same price as Google. The probability of that happening is a long shot, but even if Apple can quite match Google, the company could probably create more revenue by bringing search in-house. Apple knows this. That's one reason why it's been tinkering with search technology for years. The work has its benefits. Even if the company doesn't launch a Google rival, Apple can improve its non-web search capabilities, and it could serve as a frightening bargaining chip in pricing negotiations with Google. 好，那 Apple 是说，如果他们拥有这个搜寻的技术，就算不拿去做网页搜寻，他们也可以拿去强化他们自家产品其他产品要搜寻的这些场景下的搜寻的这个准确度等等的，那也是可以潜在的去带给他们收益的。基本上这个投资在搜索技术上面的投资是不会打水漂的，一定是有用的哦。甚至呢，如果这技术用的很成熟的话，它也可以拿这个去作为一个谈判的筹码bargaining chip， 然后去跟谷歌谈判说，你不给我多一点的钱，我就要用我自家的搜索引擎咯。OK， 下一段。Apple may be dominant in search, but the company still needs Apple and its billion of users. As long as their agreement is in place, Apple has an incentive to steer its customers toward Google. The more Apple promotes Google search, the more money Apple makes. As the person involved in the deal has told me, aligning the incentives of Google and Apple was a big part of the agreement. Apple could send all its customers to the DuckDuckGo search engine if it wanted to, but that would just hurt Apple. But if the iPhone maker's internal search technology ever gets into tip-top shape, Apple could theoretically offer customers a more integrated and private solution compared with Google. The public has already gotten a glimpse of what this could look like. The company built its own search engine for services like App Store, Maps, Apple TV, and News. John Youngry, former Google executive who now oversees machine learning and AI at Apple, has a giant search team under him. Over the past few years, his group developed a next-generation search engine for Apple's app, codenamed Pegasus. That technology, which more accurately surfaces results, is already available in some Apple apps, but will soon be coming to more, including the App Store itself. But the best evidence of Apple's search efforts can be seen in Spotlight, which helps users find things across their services. A couple of iOS and Mac service versions ago, Apple started adding web search results to this tool, pointing users directly to sites that might answer their questions. During different points in time, those results were powered by either Microsoft Bing or Alphabet's Google. Siri also used that technology to offer web results. 好，那讲那么多，他现在已经有把苹果自己的搜索技术用在苹果家的产品，像刚刚讲到的 App Store、地图啊、Apple TV 跟这个 Apple 的新闻，然后他们那边以前有一个 Apple 的高管呢，然后现在以前有个 Google 高管，现在在苹果这边呢，然后带领着这个机器人学习跟 AI 的 team。同时下面还有一个在做搜索的 team， 那现在正在开发一个叫做 Pegasus 的这个 app， 那这个 app 的话，它是说可以准确的去提供这个搜索的结果啊，然后已经有在某些 Apple 的 APP 上面开始在使用了，那这边是没有讲哪一些啦。好，那很明显的之后一定会用在越来越多的产品上面，如果他们的使用的情况结果还不错的话。 然后Jihan Nandri's team is now looking to more deeply integrate Apple's search features into the iOS and macOS experience and potentially bolster the technology with its new generative AI tools. A few years ago, Apple introduced a web crawler called Applebot. Like crawlers from Google and Microsoft, this system scores the internet to indexed websites for future search results. It essentially exists to find sites that it can provide to users in Siri and Spotlight. Apple also has its own advertising technology team, which will be helpful in its search ambitions grow. That group runs the search ad functions in the App Store, delivers ads to Apple News and the stocks and weather apps, and negotiates the advertising deals for streaming sports. That group already has many of the skills and salespeople needed to become the star of an advertising group for web search. 讲那么多，反正就是他们已经有了相关的搜寻的技术嘛。那还有一个可能以后可以去结合生成式 AI 的工具。那这边后面还有提到一个东西，就是它有这个广告技术的这个 team，就是我们在搜寻的时候，不是都会看到一些搜索的广告嘛，就是跟你搜索的结果有关的这些广告。那这些 team 里面呢，有了这个销售的业务，还有这个做技术的人都有了，所以他们应该是有办法去推一个搜寻引擎出来了。To be clear, the technology at the heart of Spotlight app searches is limited compared with what Google can do, but it does provide the underpinnings if ever wanted to release a full search engine. AI also gives Apple a potential opening. The company's machine learning team has been seeking new engineers to work on search technologies. Apple has made acquisitions that could lay the groundwork for a search engine. In 2019, it bought LaserLike, a AI-based search engine founded by former Google employees. Many of these leaders have since returned to Google, but the team still operates at Google. 好，那他有买了一家搜寻技术的这个搜寻技术的公司哦，AI 为基础的搜寻引擎叫做 LaserLike， 但是他们的很多的高管都回去 Google 了，但是底下的业务还是在这个苹果里面继续运作中。One acquisition Apple could make but didn't was Bing. I reported that this past week that Microsoft tried to spin off Bing and sell it to Apple in order to make it the default search engine on the iPhone and other devices. At Q, Apple's senior vice president of services balked at the deal. Balked. 犹豫不决哦。Q was said that Apple sees no need to make its own search engine because Google's offering is the best. But that argument, while possibly true, is probably more about defending Google from government enforcement. If the US determines that Google has violated antitrust law, the company's deal with Apple could be broken up and cost Q service divisions billions of dollars. In the long run, Google may be the best option until Apple thinks it has a better mousetrap. Apple already designed its own chips, operates an app store, sells music online, offers media and gaming services, and has an in-house Maps app that competes with Google. The only thing missing was a full-blown Apple search engine, and while one won't be launched anytime soon, it may be closer than you think. 这个都是在猜测的新闻。那基本上就是说 ，Apple 基本上已经有一个可以运作一个完整搜寻引擎的条件，只是它现在还没开始做。那没有开始做的原因，就是因为 Google 给的钱太香了。那基本上就是这样的一个 讲法哈。那还有提到一个反托拉斯法 （antitrust）。那这边 defending Google from government enforcement，我看一下哦 ，defending Google， 保卫谷歌不要被政府给执法去。可能是说，如果 Apple 自己没有做一个搜寻引擎的话呢，那可能就会变成 Google 是在这个搜寻引擎里面唯一的方案的提供商，那就会变成反托拉斯法嘛。那很明显的话，就要去做一些拆分，那可能会影响到苹果。他们自己的生意，可能就要多一些资源去应对这些法规带来的冲击，这样子。哇，好多今天先念到这边好了，那这边也快一半了，剩下3个明天再继续吧，就这样。